Happy Saturday, my Purple Banditos, and welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Glazed. I'm PurpleRodri. Today, we are gonna make our way inside of Palmtree Resort's gym, take on its leader, Nicole, the nerdy geologist. So let's go ahead and make our way inside and see what's going on. Whoa, hey, don't mind the mess. Nicole trains rock types. Using flying types moves would be a bad idea. So with that, guys, we're going to be going up against a rock-type gym. Now, good thing we have Kuza and Gilligan ready to go. One of the things I want to do beforehand is just get our Pokemon a couple TMs like I told you guys I was going to do. So we're going to go ahead and teach Fire Blast to Daenerys, and then I'm also going to go ahead and teach Ice Beam to Gilligan, because I know here in a rock-type gym, that's definitely going to come in very handy. Now, our Pokemon are still about the same level, and I feel very good about this. I think we should be able to completely crush this gym, or at least I hope so. So we're gonna have to see how this is gonna go. With that, guys, make sure you give this video a like, and let's take on our first battle. So that was quite easy. These battles shouldn't be too hard leading up to the gym leader. And let's take on the next guy. I'm gonna go ahead and put my magical leaf up in front though, because it's kind of annoying having to click down. And with that, guys, let's go ahead and take them on. We are actually kicking some butt here, so this is going very well in our favor. Let's hope we can keep this going. Wow, we are doing really good so far. I'm digging the whole Gilligan-Kuza combination. And let's go ahead and battle him too. Okay, so that should be it for them, if I'm right. There's gonna be one more trainer before the gym leader. Okay, let's seriously whoop this guy's butt then. He's literally just standing in between us and our 7th badge, so that's all that's gonna be left. I actually don't have many super potions or revives, guys, so let's cross our fingers, hope we won't need them. There we go, easy does it. Roar us out our Infernape, no big deal. With that, guys, we are ready to take on Nicole. So, what do you guys say we go ahead and talk to her?
Teehee, a challenger. I hope you forgive the mess. I really like rocks. I'm a geologist after all, but you won't want a battle, right? Well, let's go. Teehee.
Okay, guys, here we go. Rodri versus Nicole. So let's go ahead and take on Palmtree's gym leader, Nicole the geologist, and her rock-type Pokemon. Now, she actually has 5 Pokemon ready to go, and she's going to open up with the Tyranitar. So I probably should not have Kuza up in front for this, but this also means that this is going to be one of those frustrating battles where the sandstorm keeps hitting us and hitting us and hitting us. So let's hope that we can take down, you know, everybody in an orderly fashion, and hopefully it goes by quick. We'll have to see how this goes. So far, leading up to the gym, it was actually quite easy. So if we can just keep that pace going, we should be able to crush this gym and be able to continue on. But you never know, because as you guys can see, the Pokemon are finally level 40. So we are finally back, you know, pretty well balanced on the whole gym thing. We're pretty much ready to take on people around our level again. All the trainers are going to be up to our levels. And then from there, we'll have to continue going. And hopefully we'll get enough XP leading into the Elite Four, because I'm not sure what level they're going to be. We'll have to see once we get there. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can take down this Tyranitar, though. Let's see what this guy's got. I really dislike Pokemon that sit here and spam all these moves like Sandstorm, and then they have Leftovers, and then they have like healing moves. And let's see who has the strongest Earthquake, okay? Tyranitar just went for an Earthquake on us, did not KO us. We're gonna go for our Earthquake, and with that, guys, it's super effective. So I guess we turned out to be the stronger ones, and Tyranitar is actually a really strong Pokemon, so I'm actually kind of glad that we knocked that one out. Now, I actually asked you guys yesterday, what Pokemon would you get turned into if you had to be turned into a Pokemon? And I saw a lot of really funny responses, but some of you guys were asking me, why would I turn into a Ditto? Now, the thing is, I started thinking about it. I'm like, all right, if I was going to have to be turned into a Pokemon, I've watched the Pokemon anime. I know that Ditto can transform into pretty much anything, so it's not just like a Zoroark where it can, you know, illusion up and transform into other Pokemon, those sorts of things. Ditto can actually transform into like objects and probably people and all these sorts of things. So imagine how cool it would be to have the ability to transform into anything that you want. So you could become like anything in the world. And, you know, you'd still have your brain and everything inside of the Ditto. So you'd be able to like control it and transform into all these awesome, funny things. And I think that would be a blast. Imagine if you wanted to turn into like a Pidgeotto and you could just like fly around regions. And then you just come down and like transform into like a normal human or something. That would be really, really cool to see, right? So that's why I decided with the Ditto. I thought that was really funny. And I thought it was a good choice. Now, another thing that I started thinking about though, that I really wanted to ask you guys, because this is something that it just came to mind, was, you know, there's so many different regions in the Pokemon world. And, you know, most of us know Kanto and Johto really well. You know, most of us know Hoenn. Most of us just know Sinnoh. But then there's like Unova and Kalos that are a little bit out there. And I think sometimes they're a little bit, you know, short-handed. And not many people know, well, you know, too much about those. So what I was thinking was, if you guys had to choose one region in the Pokemon world to live in, which one would it be? And now at first thought, I was like, I really like Kanto and Johto. You know, those are the regions I grew up with as a kid, playing like, you know, red, blue, you know, yellow, and then going on to crystal, gold, and silver. So those are the regions that probably hit me at home the most from when I was a kid. You know, those are the regions that I think will always stick with us because they're just, you know, they're familiar to us. They're something that's really warm and nostalgic. But that's when I realized, you know what? I think it's for that fact that if I had to choose a region to live in, I would probably choose a region that isn't Kanto or Johto or, you know, Hoenn even. These regions that I know so well. And I decided, you know what? I don't know Unova that well. So it would be fun to live in that region and just begin a whole new adventure. And the cool thing is, nowadays, you know, the regions are all connected and everything, so you could travel everywhere. So it's more of like choosing a hometown type of place. And I think Unova would be the place for me. It's a little bit weird. I know that if you guys would probably guess that I would say Sinnoh because I love Sinnoh. I adore Sinnoh. But I'm also the type of person that likes to, you know, take on challenges and explore the unexplored, you know. And that's why I thought Unova would be a lot of fun, because it's one of those regions I don't know too much about. I would love to, you know, find every little nook and cranny and just explore it as a whole and just take it all in. You know, I feel like it's one of those regions that have a lot to it and it still has to be explored. So that's what I went ahead and chose because I think that would be really cool. You know, I can't wait to hear what you guys choose because I think we all have, you know, kind of a different opinion on that subject. Maybe you have a special memory that ties you to a certain region, or maybe, you know, you're the same way and just want to go explore around. So, you know, it's just a funny thought. I thought that would be really cool to share with you guys because sometimes I just get these, like, you know, thoughts and I'm just like, yeah, I want to share it. I want to tell you guys about it to see what you guys think because it always makes it a lot more fun to be able to talk to you. Now, as you guys can see, the Credilli is actually giving us a little bit of a hard time now. I've gone ahead and poisoned it. I knew that the one thing about this gym that was going to make it difficult was the fact that these Pokemon are going to have all these, like, different moves that are just going to, like, be annoying. Pretty much all those status moves that really, really just annoy me. So, like, we're going to have the sand coming up. We're going to have these Pokemon, you know, doing all these crazy things, ingraining into the, you know, rock and just healing themselves up. So it's going to be a little bit of a painful gym. But I'm not too worried about it because we still have a lot of Pokemon up and we should be able to take it down. Or at least I'm hoping that we do. The poison is actually doing a lot of work to it. If I can land this Earthquake, I think this Pokemon will go down. So let's hope that Cheeky will take down the Credilli. I'd be really happy with that. Okay, so definitely the poison will take down this Credilli and then we'll be good to go, guys. And we have survived, it looks like. All right, here we go. If we can just sit here, you know, survive this little sandstorm, we will be good to take down this Credilli unless it pulls something crazy out, like another Hyper Potion, and, you know, that'll be troublesome. But we've already, you know, done a pretty good job so far. So with that, guys, the Credilli has gone down. And wow, this gym is turning out to be a little bit tougher than I expected. Rhyperior is coming out, so I'm going to go ahead and bring out Kuza. I think Kuza should be able to manhandle this Rhyperior. We have 3 Pokemon left to take down, and they are not getting any easier. Tyranitar, Rhyperior, like, this is a very, very heavy gym. Going into this gym, you're probably going to have a tough time, as you guys can see. Oh, Mega Horn. I don't like that. I don't like that. Super effective. We're okay. We're okay, guys. We're okay. I'm going to go ahead and just go for one more Magical Leaf, and we should be able to survive it. I'm hoping that, you know, maybe no more Hyper Potions left. If there are no more Hyper Potions left, Mother Fudger. There it is. Okay, so leader Nicole actually has a lot of Hyper Potions. I don't know what it is about her, but she has just packed the whole inventory. She must have stocked up back in the city and just, you know, been ready to use them on us. This Rhyperior does not want to go down, though. Okay, maybe we can just, you know, pop all of Nicole's potions here, and then that'll be pretty good going into the last 2 battles. We have 6 HP, though. Ah, mother fudger. All right, I think I'm gonna risk it. Let's go ahead and risk it, guys. It's worth it. Let's go for the magical leaf. That's gonna take down the Rhyperior. So you know what? If anything, it was worth the sacrifice. But I believe we're gonna be able to switch out Kuza. So Kuza should stay alive. And Aggron's coming out next. So I'm gonna switch out. And we're gonna go ahead and bring out. Let's bring out Cheeky. Cheeky should do it. Cheeky should be able to knock this guy out. I'm not worried about it. Cheeky has been coming in very clutch so far in these gyms. You know, it's kind of sucky that, like, Gilligan's knocked out right now. But what can you do, guys? I also don't want to make it, like, completely unfair and just, like, you know, spam revives and heals on our Pokemon. So I want to use the Pokemon that we have because I do have faith that they will pull it out and that they will make the magic happen. You know, you got to have faith in your Pokemon. You know, I remember this quote. It was like, you know, the best trainers are the ones who use the Pokemon that they love and not the strongest. And I think that's true. You know, I think that makes the most sense. And that's kind of what I want to do. So, you know, no matter what we're going up against, I'm just going to cross my fingers and believe in our team that they're going to be able to do it. With that, we are down to 1 Pokemon, and it is the Shuckle. And I gotta tell you guys, this is probably gonna be one of the most annoying ones to take down here, so let's hope for the best. Let's hope that we can take down this Shuckle. This Pokemon is really freaking annoying, I gotta tell you that. A Shuckle is a super annoying Pokemon, and it's gonna go ahead and Defense Curl. Mother fudger, this thing's probably gonna have Rollout too. Yep, this is probably gonna be a Rollout Shuckle. That is going to suck because it means we're not going to be able to take it down, and it's going to be doing a ton of damage back to us. So this could be really, really troublesome. It also has leftovers. Oh my goodness. All right, let's hope that we can poison it here. That's pretty much what I've been doing with Cheeky. Come on. There we have it. Awesome. Okay, so Shuckle is poisoned. That's really, really good for us because at least we know that we'll have some guaranteed damage to counter the leftovers, and that's something that I could be okay with, you know? That's when I could take a bit of a breather and be like, we're looking good. We're looking good. With that, though, thank you, Cheeky. You did awesome. You poisoned the Chuckle. The Chuckle. The Chuckle. That's what I'm going to call it from now on. The Chuckle, because it makes me laugh at how much I hate this Pokemon. Just kidding. All right, let's go ahead and bring out Cranky then. As I said, we're just going to go ahead and mix it up a little bit today. We only have a couple Pokemon left. We might as well throw them all in the mix at this point. You know, the thing is, Thunderbolt is actually going to do a decent amount to this Pokemon too. So there we have it. Oh! So it's a Rest, Rollout, Defense Curl, Shuckle with leftovers? This is like the most infuriating Pokemon with the Sandstorm raging and buffeting and... Ow! Okay. I'm going to go ahead and try to take this guy down. And if I can't take it down and it keeps healing, I have another plan. I have a plan ready to go for us, guys. You always got to have another plan ready to go. And I'm very well prepared for this one. I think it'll be a good one. All right, Cranky, come on. Come on, Cranky Kong. We got a little faith in you. Well, no, we actually have a lot of faith in you because you're out here battling. Let's go for another Thunderbolt. Come on, crit, boys. Let's hope for a crit. Please hit a crit. Please hit a crit. Oh, my goodness. I almost thought that was a crit. Now, this guy is just going to keep sleeping. Imagine if I could, like, beat him while he keeps sleeping. I would be really, really happy with that formula. That would be a formula I can get used to. Let's go for one more Thunderbolt, though. Whoa, I told you guys, this was going to be a tough battle, and it turned out to be a lot tougher than I expected. As I said, you can't underestimate these gyms. Okay, we are so close. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, why did it have to use another rest? Ah! Okay, guys, so, you know, I'm trying different strategies here. I thought I'd switch out to Kuza, throw out a Solar Beam. You know, none of this is really going to work at this point because this guy, no matter what, will continue to rest and just roll us out. So you know what? It's time for the backup plan I told you guys about. And that backup plan is our level 50 Salamence. So let's see what Daenerys has. You know, once in a while, you got to use your Pokemon. I got to say, I was going to take it easy on this gym. I wasn't going to use Daenerys, but you know what? They brought it out. You know, this Shuckle really brought it out in me. And now, I just want to defeat this gym and just be on our merry way. So with that, let's go for the Dragon Claw. Show him what's up, Daenerys. Let's go, Danny. Let's see what you got. Oh, almost. Oh, this rollout is going to do a ton of damage. I feel it. Yeah, it's going to be super effective. There it is. Okay. Well, guys, I think we'll be able to survive this one, though, unless Nicole pulls out another Hyper Potion out of nowhere, and then I'm going to start wondering where she's getting these from. Somebody's probably, like, slipping them to her while we're battling or something. Let's go ahead and go for one more Dragon Claw, and with that, guys, there we have it. We have defeated the annoying Chuckle. Chuckle the Chuckle. No Chuckles here. With that, Cranky grew to level 39, and we have gone ahead and defeated leader Nicole.
Tee-hee, you beat me. Dare I say you rock. Here, you can have my badge. No problems.
We got 1,600 for winning, and with that, guys, we have obtained the core badge. That is the 7th out of 8 badges here in the donut region. One more to go.
The core badge is a super awesome badge that lets you use dive outside of battle. It'll also boost the special attack, special defense of your Pokemon. Here, take this too.
We obtained TM39. All right, let's check out what this TM is going to be. TM39 contains Rock Tomb.
When it hits, it lowers the opponent's speed. It's like a double whammy. Tee-hee. Oh, wow, that's your 7th badge. That means you're going to battle Tyson next, right? He trains in Darkwood Town, but the only way to get there is by diving in all the grottos that crisscross the town. Take care, okay? Not many people know that the ground beneath them contains all the Earth's history. As time goes on, things get buried and new things appear on top. So the farther you dig, the further in the past you go. Tee-hee, sorry to geek out there for a second. Rocks are awesome, aren't they?
Rocks are awesome indeed, except that Chuckle. I gotta tell you guys, that Chuckle was a little bit of a pain. But with that, guys, we have finished up the 7th gym. So there we have it, guys. We are 1 gym away from having all the badges, and that's where we will continue on from next time. You guys remember that Blake and Henry actually wanted us to help them take down Team Fusion. Where the heck is the Pokemon Center here in Palmtree Resort? It's a resort. Where's the Pokemon Center? We'll continue here from next time, guys. So make sure you give this video a like, leave me some tips and some comments. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Goodbye.